Have you ever felt tired that seems to have no explanation? That feeling of heaviness in the body and mind, even after a seemingly peaceful day? What if I told you that the answer could be right in front of your eyes, right in your own home? We often look for the causes of our anxiety in excessive commitments, in everyday worries, but we ignore an essential factor: the energy of the environment where we live. Your home may be influencing your mind more than you realize, fueling a constant state of alert, discomfort, and exhaustion without you even realizing it. Every detail inside your home communicates something to your brain. The way the furniture is arranged, the colors of the walls, the number of objects scattered around, the lighting, and even the smells in the environment have a direct impact on your energy and well-being. Maybe you feel that even after organizing everything, the feeling of restlessness persists. Or, without realizing it, certain spaces in your home cause subtle discomfort, difficulty in relaxing, concentrating, or simply feeling at peace. This doesn't happen by chance. There are invisible elements that are interfering with your emotional balance every day. The environment around you can be an ally in your search for a balanced mind, or it can be silently draining your energy. Small energetic blockages at home, excess visual stimuli, or even the way light enters the room may be affecting your emotional state without you being aware of it. And the most curious thing, your body already shows signs of this influence, but these signs are often confused with common stress or just accumulated tiredness. If your home should be a refuge, a space where you feel welcomed and in harmony, why does it seem to make you feel even more overwhelmed? There is a direct connection between the environments where we spend most of our time and the way we feel. This means that your anxiety may be heightened by factors that never crossed your mind. But before thinking about radical changes, it's important to understand which elements within your space are impacting your energy and how small changes can completely transform your home's atmosphere and your well-being. And here's the most important question: how to identify these elements before they continue to drain your energy? What, inside your home, could be intensifying your anxiety and preventing you from feeling that feeling of lightness and peace that a home should provide? That's what we're going to explore next. Your home should be a refuge, a place of rest and recharge. But what if, without realizing it, it is draining your energy instead of renewing it? Perhaps you feel constant tiredness, a restlessness that seems to have no explanation. You tidy, organize, but the feeling of weight is still there. If this happens to you, know that you are not alone. Many people live this experience without understanding why, and today, you will discover what is behind it. There are small adjustments that can completely transform the way you feel at home. Simple adjustments, but they make all the difference in your mind, your mood, and your inner peace. And throughout this video, you will understand how to create an environment that not only embraces you, but also brings balance, mental clarity, and well-being to your daily life. Now, I want you to join this conversation with me. Look around you and tell me, in a word, how does your home make you feel today? Write in the comments, and see how many people are going through the same thing as you. And if you know someone who needs to transform their space, share this video now. It could make all the difference for them. What you are about to discover could completely change the way you perceive your home and the energy around you. Every detail revealed here has the power to transform your well-being. So, stay with me until the end, and get ready to see your home in a way you may never have imagined. The way the furniture is arranged in your home directly influences your energy, productivity, and even your emotional state. Sometimes, when entering an environment, the feeling that something is out of alignment can arise, even without a logical explanation. This happens because the spaces we live in have a profound impact on the mind, and the circulation of energy within them can determine whether you feel light and balanced, or whether the environment conveys tension and overload. The arrangement of furniture affects more than just the aesthetics of the room. A sofa that blocks the passage of natural light, chairs that make it difficult to move between rooms, or a dining table that takes up a large part of the space can subtly alter the feeling of fluidity within the home. Small details like this directly interfere with the way your brain processes that environment. When a room is full of barriers and obstacles, your subconscious interprets this as a blockage, creating a feeling of stagnation and making it difficult to relax. The mind is constantly taking in information from the surrounding space. Organized and well-distributed environments convey lightness and harmony, while congested and uncirculated places can generate impatience, tiredness, and an invisible overload. The energetic blockage of a space can interfere with your mental clarity, making simple everyday tasks more difficult. This feeling of discomfort may be caused by the wrong arrangement of furniture, preventing vital energy from flowing freely within your home. Creating a harmonious space goes beyond physical organization. The eyes and body need to move without interruptions inside the home, allowing the environment to function naturally. Doors and windows are the main entry points for energy in the home, and any barrier in these places can prevent this energy from being renewed. When a piece of furniture blocks the light that comes in through the window, or makes it difficult to circulate between rooms, it creates a subtle feeling of entrapment. Freeing up spaces inside the home brings a feeling of renewal and facilitates emotional balance. Small adjustments make a significant difference. Moving a sofa to free up a doorway, repositioning a table that blocks the path, or swapping a heavy piece of furniture for a lighter model can completely transform the atmosphere of a room. Each change contributes to a more welcoming home, where energy flows without obstacles and has a positive impact on the well-being of those who live there. In addition to the physical aspect, the energy of environments can also be reorganized to create a more harmonious space. Feng Shui, an ancient harmonization technique, teaches that furniture must be strategically positioned to facilitate the flow of vital energy, known as qi. When this energy encounters barriers, it accumulates in specific points, making the environment charged and generating an emotional impact that can be felt in everyday life. On the other hand, when spaces are open and well distributed, this energy moves naturally, bringing more lightness to the environment and balance for those who live there. Within Feng Shui, some rules can help create this harmony. Keeping doors clear allows energy to enter and circulate freely. The position of the furniture also affects the feel of the room. In the bedroom, for example, the ideal is for the bed to be positioned so that it is possible to see the door, but without being directly aligned with it, creating a greater feeling of security and stability. In the living room, sofas and chairs should be arranged in a way that encourages interaction, preventing them from facing away from the entrance to the room. These small details make the space more inviting and pleasant. Each room has a different energy flow, and adjusting the arrangement of furniture to respect this flow can completely change the atmosphere of the house. In the living room, a place dedicated to interactions and moments of rest, well-positioned furniture creates a feeling of welcome and makes the environment more receptive. In the bedroom, a space for relaxation, the organization needs to promote tranquility, avoiding elements that generate distraction or agitation. In the kitchen, where the energy of nutrition and comfort is concentrated, maintaining free circulation helps to create a more inviting and comfortable environment for everyday life. It's important to note which areas of the house seem most busy. Some spaces accumulate stagnant energy, such as narrow corridors, poorly lit corners, or places where furniture impedes fluid circulation. These points can create a feeling of heaviness in the environment, making the routine more tiring without you realizing it. A simple way to renovate these spaces is to rearrange the furniture to create a connection between the environments, using elements such as mirrors to visually expand the space and encourage energy circulation. Another alternative is to choose furniture with lighter lines and a design that favors fluidity within the space. When the arrangement of furniture respects the natural flow of the house, everything around it begins to function in a more balanced way. The environment becomes lighter, day-to-day tasks become less exhausting, and the feeling of mental overload decreases. Simple adjustments to the way furniture is organized can make a significant difference in the way you perceive your home and the quality of the energy present in it. Every change inside your home directly reflects on the way you feel on a daily basis. When environments are designed to encourage the circulation of energy and promote harmony, your mind follows this flow and finds more clarity and serenity. Your home should be a space that strengthens your well-being, and this starts with the way every detail is organized. With energy flowing freely, that feeling of invisible weight disappears, and your home stops being a place that traps your energy and becomes an environment that truly drives you. The house is a reflection of what you feel inside. When spaces flow, your mind also finds more clarity and lightness. Small adjustments to the position of furniture are not just aesthetic details, but changes that directly impact your well-being, your productivity, and even the quality of your rest. And now that you understand how the layout of your home influences your energy, it's time to go further. There is another invisible factor, present in almost every home, That could be stealing your peace without you realizing it, something so present in your daily life that it has become part of your routine, but which, silently, contributes to mental fatigue and a feeling of overload. You may have freed up physical space in your home, but what about mental space? In the next topic, you will discover how certain stimuli in your environment may be preventing you from truly relaxing. Technology has profoundly transformed the way we live, bringing convenience, connecting people, and making access to information easier than ever. Inside your home, however, it may be creating an environment that directly interferes with your well-being, intensifying the feeling of tension and mental overload. Excess screens, incessant notifications, and constant exposure to artificial lighting are part of the routine, but they silently impact the balance of the mind and the quality of rest that the body needs. The home should be a space of welcome and regeneration, an environment that promotes tranquility. But when technology occupies every room, it transforms the home into an extension of the fast pace of the outside world. This prevents the brain from slowing down and finding genuine moments of relaxation. Prolonged exposure to screens directly influences mental health. The blue light emitted by cell phones, computers, and televisions alters the production of melatonin, the hormone responsible for regulating sleep. During the night, when the body should be preparing for deep rest, this artificial light sends contradictory signals to the brain, keeping it in a state of alert and making it difficult to relax necessary for restorative sleep. This explains why, even after a tiring day, many people lie in bed and spend hours scrolling through their cell phone feed, unable to disconnect. Sleep comes later, the mind remains active, and, the next morning, the accumulated tiredness affects mood, concentration, and energy to face the day's tasks. Technology was created to make life easier, but when it is present in excess, it can become a constant source of stimuli. Every notification that appears on the screen, every sound alert that interrupts a moment of rest, every work email viewed after hours creates small releases of stress that, added up over time, generate significant mental exhaustion. The feeling that there is never enough time, that there is always something to be answered or consumed digitally, prevents the home environment from offering the peace it should provide. The living room, which could be a space for relaxation and family connection, often becomes a place where each person is immersed in their own screen. The bedroom, designed to be a haven of rest, turns into a point of distraction where the body rests, but the mind remains agitated. Creating a balanced environment at home means establishing moments of disconnection. The space needs to allow the mind to breathe, the attention to return to the present, and the body to disconnect from excess visual stimuli. Separating screen-free moments throughout the day completely changes the dynamics of the environment. A dinner without cell phones on the table transforms an ordinary meal into a moment of true interaction. A screen-free bedroom before bed improves sleep quality and allows the mind to naturally slow down. A corner of the house reserved for technology-free activities, such as reading, meditation, or simply contemplation, balances stimuli and offers a space where the energy of the environment acts in favor of well-being. Home lighting also plays an essential role in this process. Intense artificial light at night prolongs the feeling of day, making it difficult to naturally transition to rest. Opting for more yellowish and indirect lights, especially in relaxation areas, creates a feeling of welcome and prepares the body for a deeper sleep. Candles, lamps with adjustable intensity, and curtains that filter external light transform the atmosphere and make the environment more cozy. Furthermore, spending more time exposed to natural light throughout the day helps regulate the biological cycle, bringing more energy in the morning and promoting more restorative rest at night. The home needs to be a space that promotes well-being, and this requires rethinking the way technology is inserted into the environment. Small adjustments to your routine completely transform the way spaces influence your emotional state. Creating technology-free zones, such as a living room dedicated to face-to-face conversations, a bedroom where the cell phone is put away before bed, or a relaxation corner away from screens, allows the brain to have moments to breathe. When home stops being an extension of external demands and becomes an environment where the mind can slow down, the feeling of anxiety and mental fatigue begins to diminish. Silence also plays a fundamental role in creating a balanced environment. Excess technology generates constant noise, whether through notifications, videos in the background, or music playing non-stop. Creating moments of sound pause at home provides the mind with a deeper state of tranquility. A shower without your cell phone nearby, a meal without electronic distractions, or a few minutes of absolute silence every day help to slow down your thoughts and bring a sense of mental rest that is essential for maintaining balance. The way visual stimuli are present indoors also directly influences the quality of attention and relaxation. Environments full of screens on all the time keep the brain in a permanent state of alert. The mind, constantly stimulated, loses its ability to relax completely, and this is reflected in the level of anxiety and the difficulty of finding moments of genuine rest. A space aimed at relaxation needs to be visually cleaner, allowing the eye to find points of respite and the mind to disconnect from excess information. Creating rituals at home establishes a healthier relationship with technology. Setting a fixed time to turn off screens at night, starting the morning without using your cell phone as the first contact of the day, and reserving time dedicated exclusively to technology-free activities are ways of transforming the dynamics of the environment and allowing the home to fulfill its true role of welcoming and renewal. When technology is used more consciously, the mind responds in a more balanced way, and the positive impact of this change is reflected in the quality of rest, the reduction of anxiety, and the ability to live the present more deeply. Every detail inside the house influences the way the mind processes everyday emotions and stimuli. Creating spaces where technology plays a complementary role, not a dominant one, allows the energy of the environment to be lighter and promotes well-being. When screens leave the center of the routine at home, space opens up for other forms of connection, rest, and relaxation to become stronger. Small adjustments in the relationship with technology completely transform the experience within the home, bringing more mental clarity, reducing overload, and creating an atmosphere where rest and balance become a natural part of everyday life. Just as technology silently influences the way you feel at home, there is another powerful element that directly affects your emotions and well-being: colors. The colors that fill the spaces in your home have a profound impact on your energy, your mood, and the way you feel on a daily basis. They go beyond aesthetics and become powerful visual stimuli that directly affect your emotional state. Each color conveys a specific sensation, influencing concentration, relaxation, and well-being. When the color palette inside your home is not aligned with what you need emotionally, the environment can generate restlessness, tiredness, or even apathy, even if the furniture and decorations seem to be in harmony. The human mind responds to colors instinctively. Warm tones, such as yellow and orange, stimulate creativity and bring a sense of energy and movement, while cool tones, such as blue and green, provide calm, introspection, and balance. However, too much of either of these extremes can affect the way you perceive and experience spaces. An environment with too many vibrant colors can become visually tiring, making relaxation difficult and generating excess stimulation for the brain. On the other hand, a space dominated only by neutral tones can appear monotonous and impersonal, weakening the feeling of welcome and connection with the environment. Finding the balance between these tones creates a harmonious space where the energy of the environment contributes to a lighter and more balanced everyday life. Each room has its own function, and the choice of colors can enhance this purpose. In the bedroom, where rest and regeneration are essential, soft tones such as light blue, olive green, and earthy nuances help create a serene atmosphere. These tones reduce the feeling of mental agitation and promote deep, restful sleep. When the room is made up of very intense or contrasting colors, the brain remains in a state of alert for longer, making it difficult to relax. In the living room, where the objective is to create a warm and inviting space, warm colors such as beige, caramel, and terracotta contribute to a more receptive environment, stimulating interaction and bringing a touch of coziness. Details also play a fundamental role in the perception of space. An environment can come to life through small insertions of color in strategic points, such as cushions, blankets, pictures, and rugs. These elements add dynamism to the space without making it visually overloaded. Furthermore, lighting interacts with colors and completely changes the way they are perceived. White lights highlight cold tones, creating a modern and stimulating atmosphere, while yellowish lights reinforce the feeling of comfort and make spaces more cozy, encouraging moments of rest and relaxation. The emotional impact of colors goes beyond visual perception. Some tones are capable of awakening unconscious memories and sensations, connecting the environment to emotions. The deep blue is reminiscent of the sky at dusk, conveying a feeling of stability and tranquility. Green refers to nature, bringing freshness and mental balance. Yellow evokes sunlight, stimulating creativity and promoting a more optimistic atmosphere. Each color choice within the home directly influences the state of mind of those who live there, making the environment an ally in regulating emotions. Visually charged spaces can intensify restlessness, even if this effect goes unnoticed consciously. Excessive vibrant colors, such as red, intense orange, or purple in large areas, can generate a greater level of brain stimulation, making it difficult to concentrate and increasing the feeling of overload. Therefore, these tones are best suited for small details or in specific areas, where the intention is to create a point of energy in the environment without compromising the harmony of the space as a whole. On the other hand, environments without contrast can convey a feeling of emptiness and lack of welcome. An excess of neutral colors, such as gray, white, and beige, can create a cold and distant atmosphere, affecting the emotional connection with the environment. To balance this neutrality and bring more life to the space, it is possible to include natural elements, such as wood, fibers, and plants, which add a touch of organic color and enrich the composition of the environment. Colors also directly influence productivity. In offices and home offices, where concentration is essential, tones that stimulate the mind without generating tension are the best options. Blue is often associated with focus and stability, creating an environment conducive to intellectual pursuits. Green reinforces the feeling of balance and reduces visual fatigue, making it ideal for those who work for long periods. Yellow, when used in small touches, can stimulate creativity and encourage innovation, making it a strategic choice for study and work spaces. Bathrooms and kitchens are also impacted by the chosen colors. Light tones in these environments increase the feeling of cleanliness and organization, while small details in vibrant colors can bring a touch of energy and vitality without compromising visual harmony. Kitchen with touches of red and orange can stimulate the appetite and bring a feeling of warmth and welcome. A bathroom with shades of blue and white reinforces the idea of freshness and hygiene, making the environment more pleasant. The relationship between colors and the emotional state of those who live in the environment can be seen in everyday life. If a space conveys discomfort or tiredness, the color palette may be one of the factors responsible for this feeling. Adjusting these visual stimuli has an immediate positive impact, increasing the feeling of well-being, improving the quality of rest, and making the home reflect exactly the energy you want to feel. Transforming the colors of the house does not require radical changes. Small adjustments already generate a noticeable effect, and little by little, it is possible to test new combinations to find the ideal composition, observing how each shade influences the environment and noticing the emotional response generated by these colors are essential steps to building a space that truly promotes mental and emotional balance. When the colors of the environments are aligned with the emotional needs of those who inhabit them, the house becomes a true refuge, a place that welcomes, energizes, and promotes well-being in a natural way. You've already started to see your home in a new way. Each color choice has a profound impact on your energy, and now that you understand how tones influence your mood and well-being, imagine how much other invisible details may be affecting your life without you even realizing it. This journey to transform your home into a balanced and welcoming space is just beginning. Here, each video brings new discoveries that help you create an environment that really moves you. To continue exploring these details that make all the difference in your daily life, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. This way, you can make the most of every way you can to transform your home into a lighter, more balanced space aligned with your well-being. The environment in your home is made up of stimuli that directly influence your emotional state and energy. Every detail contributes to the way you feel in the space, from the arrangement of the furniture to the colors chosen for each room. But there is an invisible element that has a profound impact on your well-being and often goes unnoticed. Smell. The aromas that circulate through environments can bring feelings of warmth and relaxation, but they can also generate discomfort, tiredness, and even anxiety. Smell is one of the most powerful senses when it comes to memory and emotion. Unlike vision and hearing, which process information in a more rational way. Smells connect directly with the limbic system, the region of the brain responsible for emotions and deepest memories. This explains why a simple aroma can transport you to a specific moment in the past, instantly awakening feelings of comfort. Or restlessness. The smell of fresh bed linen can be welcoming, while a familiar scent can bring back memories of childhood or a memorable phase in life. Inside the house, the aromas that circulate in the environments affect your mood and your level of relaxation. Some smells are naturally associated with well-being, such as lavender, lemongrass, and rosemary, which have calming properties and help relieve tension accumulated throughout the day. Others, however, can create a feeling of heaviness in the environment without you realizing it. The excess of chemicals, the lack of ventilation, and the persistence of intense artificial smells create a subtle but constant discomfort, which interferes with the cozy feeling of the space. The smell of your home reflects the energy that circulates in it. Closed environments for a long time, with little air renewal, accumulate odors that affect the quality of breathing and influence the mental state of those who live there. Stuffy places tend to convey a feeling of stagnation, as if the space were frozen in time, without movement. Adequate ventilation allows the house to breathe better, bringing more freshness and an atmosphere of renewal. A well-ventilated house, with open windows and constant fresh air, conveys lightness and promotes a more balanced mental state. The choice of aromas inside the home makes all the difference in creating an environment that promotes tranquility and harmony. Essential oils are an excellent way to enhance the positive effects of smells in the environment. Lavender is recognized for its relaxing properties, making it ideal for bedrooms and rest spaces. Lemongrass brings freshness and helps relieve the tension of the day. Rosemary stimulates concentration and is perfect for work or study environments. Eucalyptus has purifying properties and creates a feeling of cleansing and renewal. Each aroma awakens a different emotional response, and incorporating these elements into your home routine completely transforms the experience of being in the room. Natural plants also play an essential role in creating a more balanced environment. In addition to purifying the air, some species release subtle aromas that bring emotional benefits. Jasmine exudes a delicate scent and is associated with reducing stress. Mint has an invigorating smell and can be used in the kitchen to maintain a feeling of freshness in the environment. The peace lily, in addition to filtering toxins from the air, contributes to a lighter and more welcoming atmosphere. Having plants spread throughout the rooms allows the house to breathe better, bringing more vitality and freshness to the space. The combination of adequate ventilation, the use of essential oils, and the presence of aromatic plants creates a perfect balance to transform the home environment. Keeping windows open whenever possible promotes air circulation and prevents odors from being trapped in the rooms. Creating the habit of using aroma diffusers or natural candles at specific times of the day helps to establish relaxation rituals, associating certain smells with feelings of comfort and well-being. Small adjustments in the way aromas are distributed throughout the environment generate significant changes in the way you feel inside your own home. The smell of the house even influences the quality of sleep. Rooms that maintain a soft, relaxing aroma encourage deeper, more restful rest. Applying a few drops of lavender essential oil to your pillow or using an air freshener with calming essences before bed creates an environment conducive to slowing down your mind. In addition, well-maintained bedding and airy closets prevent strong odors that could interfere with the feeling of comfort during the night. In the kitchen, smell also plays a fundamental role. Natural smells of fresh spices, citrus fruits, and aromatic herbs contribute to a more welcoming atmosphere. Keeping jars with orange peels and cloves releases a pleasant aroma and also helps to ward off undesirable odors. Kitchens that preserve a fresh and pleasant smell make the experience of preparing and consuming food much more pleasurable, strengthening the connection between the environment and well-being. The way smells are perceived inside the home is also linked to the feeling of identity and belonging to the space. A characteristic aroma makes the environment more familiar and welcoming, creating a unique olfactory signature that conveys comfort and security. The house needs to have a smell that reflects the energy of those who live there. an aroma that awakens good sensations and reinforces the feeling of home. Creating this olfactory signature involves exploring different combinations of natural fragrances until you find the one that best aligns with the lifestyle and emotions you want to feel on a daily basis. The senses work together to build the perception of the environment, and smell is one of the most subtle, but most impactful, when it comes to well-being at home. Each smell that circulates through the rooms carries a vibration that directly influences the energy of the space and the quality of life of those who live there. Transforming the home into a lighter and more balanced environment involves consciously choosing the aromas that are part of the routine. Small adjustments to ventilation, the use of essential oils, and the introduction of natural elements create a noticeable change in the atmosphere of the home, making it a refuge that welcomes and revitalizes in every way. Some places smell so welcoming that they bring an immediate feeling of comfort, as if they were an invisible hug. Others carry subtle aromas that awaken memories and emotions, making the mind travel through time. And your house? What does it convey? Close your eyes for a moment and notice the aroma that fills your space right now. Is it a scent that calms, that renews your energy, that brings a feeling of freshness and lightness? Or is there something in the air that feels heavy, stagnant, as if the environment is frozen in time? Every detail in your home tells a story, and the smell is part of that narrative. Some fragrances awaken feelings of peace, others bring vitality, and there are those that, without you realizing it, leave the room charged. Small adjustments can completely transform this atmosphere, and realizing this is the first step to creating a space that truly welcomes you. Leave the word welcoming here for a better olfactory sensation in your home. This simple reflection can reveal a lot about the energy of the environment and open space for changes that make all the difference. The way the environment around you is organized directly reflects your mental and emotional state. A visually polluted space, with accumulated objects and items out of place, transmits to the brain a feeling of disorder that turns into mental fatigue, irritation, and difficulty concentrating. Each item, out of its proper space, each pile of papers forgotten in the corner of the table, each crowded closet creates small invisible pockets of stress, which accumulate throughout the day and impact your energy without you realizing it. The physical clutter turns into mental overload, leaving the feeling that something is always pending, always demanding your attention. Organizing the environment does not just mean tidying up spaces from time to time. Creating an organization routine transforms the energy of the home and generates a constant feeling of fluidity and harmony. The secret lies in small habits that, when incorporated into the routine, eliminate that feeling that the house is always in need of a big tidy up. Move objects consciously, put something away immediately after use, eliminate unnecessary excess. These small daily actions make the environment a reflection of balance and order. Without requiring great effort, the mind responds to what the eyes see. A clean, well-distributed space brings mental clarity, allowing thoughts to flow without interruption. Every free surface, every organized drawer, every corner of the house where energy circulates without blockages contributes to a more peaceful emotional state. On the other hand, an environment full of accumulated objects creates an invisible overload, as if each forgotten item was demanding attention and draining energy. The home needs to be a place of rest for the mind, and this starts with the way the spaces are looked after. The most effective way to stay organized is to establish small daily rituals, making tidying up something natural, rather than a big event that requires effort and time. Creating specific moments for each task prevents clutter from accumulating and turns the act of organizing into something almost automatic. The 2-minute rule, for example, is a simple strategy that prevents pending tasks from piling up. Whenever something can be done within 2 minutes, such as putting an object in the right place, folding a blanket, or cleaning a surface, the action must be done immediately. These small gestures eliminate the snowball effect of clutter, preventing small messes from turning into big problems. Another essential point is to define fixed spaces for each item inside the home. When each object has a specific place, the act of tidying becomes intuitive. Instead of wasting time deciding where something should be stored, the habit of returning it to the same place naturally becomes part of the routine. This simple change significantly reduces clutter and prevents the feeling that everything is out of control. In addition to physical organization, the ritualization of space has a profound impact on the way the home influences well-being. Creating rituals at home makes each activity gain greater meaning, transforming simple gestures into moments of connection with the environment. Lighting a candle with a pleasant aroma at the end of the day signals to the mind that it's time to slow down. Making your bed in the morning sets a starting point for a more productive day. Maintaining a light cleaning routine, such as sweeping the house or changing the bed linen on specific days, reinforces the feeling of order and renewal within the home. The organization becomes even more powerful when combined with detachment. Keeping objects that have lost their function, clothes that are no longer used, or items that take up space without purpose, creates a feeling of heaviness in the environment. Each object in the home must have a meaning, a use, or bring a positive feeling. Accumulating unnecessary items creates an energetic blockage, as if the environment were stuck in the past and did not make room for new experiences. Taking a few minutes a week to evaluate what really needs to remain within the space brings an immediate feeling of lightness. The house is a reflection of the energy of those who live in it, and the way spaces are organized directly influences the way life flows. A chaotic environment conveys restlessness, while a well-structured space promotes clarity and harmony. Small daily habits create a solid foundation to maintain this effortless organization, allowing the home to function as a true haven of peace. Creating an organization routine is not just about aesthetics, but about providing a real sense of control over your own space and the emotions it awakens. Every detail inside the house sends subtle messages to the mind. An environment where everything has its place conveys order and balance. Small daily rituals reinforce the connection with space, transforming the home into an environment that nourishes and strengthens. When organization becomes part of the routine, the energy in the environment is continually renewed, reflecting on the way you feel, act, and relate to the world around you. The lighting in your home has a profound impact on how you feel every day. The light that fills each room influences your energy, your mood, and even your productivity level. Poorly lit environments can generate a feeling of heaviness, stagnation, and tiredness, making each activity more difficult and draining your energy without you realizing it. When the house does not receive enough light, or when artificial lighting does not promote coziness, the space begins to convey a feeling of coldness, preventing the home from fulfilling its role of welcoming and balance. Exposure to natural light is essential to maintain a regulated biological rhythm and promote well-being throughout the day. Sunlight directly influences the production of serotonin, the hormone responsible for the feeling of happiness and emotional stability. Naturally lit environments promote more energy, promote concentration, and reduce symptoms of anxiety and fatigue. When the house has little natural light, or when the windows are blocked by heavy curtains and poorly positioned furniture, the energy of the environment is compromised, creating a confinement effect that affects the mind and body. Light is not just a functional element within the home, but an essential component for emotional balance. The way rooms are lit can completely transform the experience of being in that space. A room with cold, intense lighting can seem impersonal and unwelcoming, while a room with excessively dim light can generate a feeling of constant tiredness. The secret is in balance, creating lighting that favors each activity and makes spaces more harmonious and pleasant. The temperature of the light also directly influences the atmosphere of the environments. Cool white lights are stimulating and ideal for spaces that require focus and attention, such as offices and kitchens. Warm, yellowish lights create a feeling of comfort and coziness, making them perfect for bedrooms, living rooms, and rest spaces. When the lighting in an environment is not aligned with the function of that space, the feeling generated can be one of discomfort or inadequacy. Adjusting the light temperature for each room transforms the way the home is experienced, creating a natural flow between moments of activity and relaxation. Mirrors are powerful allies for increasing natural light inside the home. Strategically positioned, they reflect the light coming from the windows and distribute the lighting more evenly, making environments more lively and spacious. In addition to helping with the feeling of spaciousness, mirrors create points of brightness that avoid dark areas and improve the circulation of energy within the space. Placing a mirror close to a source of natural light enhances this effect, making the house make better use of the available light. Curtains also play a fundamental role in the way light enters rooms. Very heavy curtains can completely block light, making rooms more closed and visually busy. Opting for light, translucent fabrics allows natural light to enter gently, filling the room without creating excess. During the day, Keeping curtains open makes it easier to renew the home's energy, while at night, thicker fabrics can be used to create a feeling of welcome and privacy. Artificial lighting should complement natural light and provide an appropriate balance between functionality and well-being. The use of table lamps and LED strips can create different layers of lighting, allowing the environment to adapt to the needs of the moment. Corner lamps or sconces with indirect light soften the atmosphere of the space, bringing a feeling of calm and relaxation. Small changes in the way lighting is distributed completely transform the perception of environments and the way you feel within them. The house needs to breathe light so that energy flows freely. Blocked windows, curtains that are always closed and poorly distributed, artificial lighting can make environments visually heavy, creating an isolation effect. Light must be treated as part of the energy flow of the space, ensuring that each room has a balance between light and shadow, between stimulation and rest. When lighting is aligned with the purpose of each environment, the home transforms into a more dynamic, welcoming, and invigorating space. The relationship between light and well-being is also linked to routine and habits at home. Exposing yourself to natural light first thing in the morning regulates the biological cycle, bringing more energy and disposition for the day. During the night, reducing exposure to very bright artificial lights helps the body enter a state of relaxation, preparing the mind for deeper, more restorative sleep. Creating a smooth transition between day and night at home contributes to a more balanced rhythm, reducing the impact of mental fatigue and improving the quality of rest. The effect of lighting on the mind and emotions is immediate. A dark, poorly lit environment can generate discouragement and reduce productivity, while a well-lit space conveys a feeling of vitality and mental clarity. Every adjustment made to your home's lighting directly reflects how you feel in the room, creating an atmosphere that promotes emotional balance and daily well-being. Light is a powerful tool for transforming your home into a haven of tranquility and renewal. Light has the power to transform not only spaces, but also the way you feel inside them. Each beam of light that enters through the window, each well-positioned lamp, each reflection in the mirrors creates a new sensation in the environment, bringing life, welcome, and harmony. Small changes have already started to make a difference in your perception, and now this transformation can go even further. Every detail in your home carries energy, and today you have started to realize the impact this has on your well-being. Small adjustments to your environment transform not only the space around you, but also the way you feel in your everyday life. This change is already happening and can become even more profound as you put everything you learned here into practice. Now, look around you and notice what already makes sense to you. What inside your home needs more lightness, more balance, more fluidity? Share this perception in the comments, because each experience brings new inspiration and can help more people see their own home with more awareness. By liking this video, you can expand this transformation to other homes, allowing more people to discover how to make their spaces more welcoming and harmonious. And to keep learning about how your home can work for you, subscribe to the channel. Here, each content brings new ways to create a home that strengthens your energy and balances your emotions. And there is one more step waiting for you. The next video is now available and may bring new discoveries to your environment. Click now and continue exploring how your home can be a true refuge for your mind and heart. Thank you very much for being here, for being part of this community, and for transforming your space with more awareness and intention. And never forget, your home is an extension of your balance. Take care of her, and she will take care of you.